I have been buying a massive amount of cryptos over the past couple of days, and I've publicly announced exactly how much I was buying, where I was buying them, when I was buying them, all of that. And today, we are reaping the benefits. Every single one of the coins I have been shouting about over the past couple of days are up some very good numbers. Now, just a bit ago, over the past hour or so, actually, funnily enough, I have been selling a little bit. And you might think that's contrarian to what I always preach. I've said 1,000 times that I think Solana is going to be doing some way crazier numbers over the past couple or next couple of days, and I still stand by that. I still think these DATs, these digital asset treasuries, are going to absolutely rip. And that most of these coins, XRP, Dogecoin, Solana, Chainlink, even ETH, really, even Hyperliquid, even Pump Fund, all still have some very, very good risk-reward ratios. However, as the market right now is pumping so much, you can see I've actually only added to, wrong website, I've actually only added to my main longs, right? So for example, the XRP long, we've been adding to it. But there's a funny counter, which I'll tell you guys about in just a second. You can see here, theoretically speaking, our price was pretty much perfect at about $3.01 on average. You can see a little bit ago, I bought myself an additional about, I think, $75,000 or so worth, about 25,000 XRP, making our total long here roughly $450,000 we opened throughout the last 48 hours. I just made a video saying I'm buying $1 million worth of XRP, and we did. A little bit over on 𝗲𝗂, a little bit over on Bybit, and of course a good chunk as well over on Pionex. And I've been buying a lot of different other assets over the past couple of days, guys. I mean, you just saw me open another little ADA bot just 20 hours ago, but that's just part of it. This was at minus $3,000 yesterday. Plus $2,000 this morning. Right now it's plus 34,000. It's all my main positions. So Solana, for example, we're up 22 sold just now, about $8,000. BNB is doing well. Bitcoin is doing good. Sui is doing some massive numbers. ETH, look at this. We're up about 1 ETH on the 8 we put in. But most importantly out of all, take a look at this. This is nice as well. We're up 50% on that. It's the XRP long. Take a look. Finally, we are back in profit, even though we opened this bot at $3.40 per XRP, a ridiculously high price. Because we were buying that dip like madmen, we finally have gotten out of the permanent loss that this bot was in. We're so freaking back, baby. Anyway, so why exactly did I sell and what's the strategy? Even though I think the market is picking up, you can see I've been primarily buying. Sometimes it's nice to, in some of your positions, take some profit here and there at key resistance levels. For example, logically, this whole entire area for ETH is quite troublesome, right? Sometimes it's nice to take a little bit out just to pay for the funding fees. So just to pay for whatever fees you're paying to keep the position open or to pay for the trading fees, whatever. So if I now were to close it back in my, basically at average price. So in this case here, if I now decide, hey, you know what? I never want to be getting into a loss again. I just want to stop it. If we go back to entry, at least I'm going to have some sort of profit. In this case, it's only a couple $1,000s profit we have, but still it's better than nothing for keeping a position open for so long. And similarly here, I sold only a couple $1,000s worth. You can still see in total, we're still $2 million long on the account, still $1.1 million worth of XRP. And also, boys, I've been running up this account. You may think, Dusty, why do you cover the bots so much? I told y'all it's become a big part of my life right now. It's something I cover all the time because it's the most bullish thing I've found. And take a look at what I've done now for myself. I don't know why I keep going crazier at it. So right now, let's calculate. So 300,000, 450,000, let's say about $700,000 long that I am right now on these bots with an average of times 5. So we're getting closer towards about $3.5 million worth of longs we got open after leverage. If the coins go to our lower bound, it's getting sketchy up in here, all right? So overall, over just these 3 accounts, we got ourselves, let's just say $800,000 long here over on Bybit on the main account. And then we have some sub accounts on there. Let's just say $2 million long over on here. And even though I'd say true leverage, we are only like $1.5 million long right now. Let's say at maximum, we can actually be 3.5, if not a little bit more long on this. So in total, we're doing some pretty good numbers right now. And that's the nice thing, right? Theoretically speaking, the market has been doing too good right now. And you can see the amount that I've started adding to my longs is making me more suspicious that we are topping out locally. But from almost any angle, like I've been saying over the past couple of days, altcoins are finally showing some signs of strength again. So if you take a look at this is the total altcoin market cap, where finally we had ourselves a nice little breakout, and the total market cap finally broke what, $4 trillion as well. I mean, in my own humble opinion, there's no chance that we topped out for the season. The only thing that I'm getting more and more afraid of is that we have a local top before we have a good pullback, just like after Eric Trump said, now's a great time to buy. We get a good little pullback and everybody schlacked in the face before we go just absolutely destroying it. And so the reason I'm not crazier on the leverage, even though I've been shouting that I will, right? The reason I'm still keeping things peaceful is partially because if we take a look at Solana's rally right here, it's going so insane. It's like ETH from a few weeks ago. Just every single time you take a look at it, it's up a ton more. And I'm just like this the whole time, like, what? Whenever I don't think it can go further, it just keeps on going. And I said before, this is not the crazy period. This is like the soft period. The real crazy period for Solana starts once we break above $300. And again, I've told you before, I think it's not financial advice. I think it's a guarantee. Just like how I think for ETH, the magnet is set at $9,000. It'll happen in a snap. I think the same for so for ETH, I'm going to really put the target, the snap, at like 5,000 right now in the short term, 10,000 over the season easily. Solana, 1,000 easily. XRP, $10 easily. These are just magnets that I think they're going to pull towards pretty quickly if they get going. It's just a matter of time. But that's also why I'm not really selling into, out of my positions at all, because even though this is nice to watch, it's nice to view, relatively, it's not that much just great. I think these positions can go way, way, way crazier, which is why even now, you might call me dumb. Let me see it again, right? For adding here today, just a few hours ago, I had another $100,000 to the XRP long. Why? Because I do not think job finished. I do not think we're done. I think we're going to go even more exponential. And I'm putting my money where my mouth is. By the way, guys, if you've not pressed that like button yet, make sure you go ahead and do that. And if you're also looking for a platform to trade, my main trades are over on Pionex. It's like where I'm doing the bots, all the passive stuff. Any single person who copied along, which, by the way, it's all very easy to copy. It's just the one template. Every single person who did should be in a pretty crazy amount of profit right now. Because if I take a look at all the bots I opened recently, how many of them are doing bad? Almost none of them, right? Almost nothing that I've opened throughout the past couple of weeks has been doing bad. If you have been doing bad, it's like a literal you problem, because everything is just absolutely ripping it. And there's only out of the like 100 that I've opened, there's like 6 here that are doing a little bit bad, out of which the XRP one is actually a compounding bot, so that one doesn't really count. But we've been destroying it, and one of the interesting contenders here that's slowly but surely climbing towards the top is Dogecoin. And which coins have I been shouting at on my channel that are going to go absolutely insane? My two main coins over the past few days have been Dogecoin and Solana, with a little hint of Chainlink. Which coins have been doing some of the best numbers right now? Solana, number one, which I've said 1,000 times, and Dogecoin, which I've said 1,000 times, and ETH is the runner-up, which is actually quite interesting because ETH is just having a rally like right now after all these ones, but I'm thinking it might be because Bitcoin is right now pushing it through as well, getting above 116,000 and continuing to stay there, allowing for ETH to pick itself back up and realize that it's at 4,700. It's not small anymore. It finally made itself that breakout. And again, over the week, these numbers are all not that crazy. But when you start zooming out, this is that exciting pump that we needed to get this rally going again. I think XRP also here is actually still quite cheap in the grand scheme of things. And that is why I kept on buying. That's why I kept on adding. And matter of fact, you know what we have to do? We have to start compounding again back into our XRP bot. So if y'all remember, I'm doing a 10K to a million challenge, right? So I got to actually take the money out here, the $4,000, by primarily just, so if your bot is in profit, you can compound. Right now we can't. I release the profit is what I usually do. If the bot is in not that much of a loss, you can do it. So I take that out and I copy the exact number and put it back in. So in this case here, I have to take out $4,000 out of the bot. In this case, we can do it here together, I think. It will only withdraw a little bit less. The main reason behind that is because if your bot is in a massive amount of loss, in this case here, 40%, it uses it automatically as some margin to not let your position get wrecked. But anyway, I was going to say we have to also keep compounding here. And some of the other bots, the only problem is I think it looks less cool for the videos. So I'm having a little bit of struggle with that. But I think some of them I also want to compound here again, just keep going crazier for. I mean, look at this. Our ETH bot, we opened this 2 months ago. We've doubled our money on ETH here, even though ETH only went from 3K to 4.7. By the way, it's absolutely ripping right now. It's, whew, like, take a look at WeX. What's going on over here? Let's take a look. If only we got to open our positions. If only ETH went a little bit lower, we would have opened a juicy amount of longs. We had some orders open for it, but ETH just absolutely ripped ever since I opened this account up. So we're only up a little like $5,000 on the account right here. Woo! Sheesh. This is over the 15-minute charts, guys. ETH is going absolutely nuts right now. This is crazy, guys. 47.50. We're so freaking back. Yep, every single thing is starting to look exponential right now. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, I made a video earlier today saying altcoin season. I'm telling y'all right now, no sleep season is finally back again. All right, it was a few weeks. This is the daily chart. It was a few weeks from the middle of August till now of just slow nothingness, but no sleep season is back, baby. Man, all of a sudden I'm gonna have to pay attention again. I can't leave my freaking chair no more. I'm gonna start live streaming for hours upon hours. We already did our first live stream today. But oh boy, is it going to get crazier if the market continues like this. And the fun fact is, even if the market gets a good correction going, at least we have the volatility back. There's been no price action for weeks right now. I really would prefer out of everything if ETH now had a massive drop all the way towards 3,900. Call me dark, but I really would prefer it. Why? First of all, because I'd enter some massive positions around those levels. I already set them up. And because, well, as y'all know, my bot strategies make most profit if the market is volatile. They make a lot of money off of volatility. Also, this is probably the last video I make before the end of my competition. Just want to quickly say, there's a link down below to a Bionex competition. I'm giving away about $5,000 to people that have joined. I'm going to say about 40 people have entered. You can still enter. You still have a few hours to do so. These are the results. I think Victor is going to win as he had some crazy strategy, being plus 550% over the past 2 weeks or so. And there's 3 losers, people who did not do well with their bots. But you can see in general, everybody has been absolutely destroying it, just doing some crazy, crazy numbers because it just makes sense. If it doesn't, join the Discord. Let's get a little talking session going. Because a lot of y'all are now starting to come in and give your stories, do your discussions on the bots, and I'm loving it because, like I said before, it's one of the most profitable strategies I've ever found. And I know that many people will like to deny it. So, Dusty, stop talking about this. Just cover the news. And I'm telling you right now, with the way in which these things are trading right now, how could I? Like, how can I not get excited? This freaking bot of mine, this XRP bot, right? We put $50,000 in. It traded already, how much? 30,000 times. On average, it makes 60 cents a trade. It trades 200 times a day. You can see this is making me, just off of this one bot, it's making me a few $100s a day, just as one XRP bot, only based on volatility. And once you start adding it up, we're making so many thousands of dollars every single day purely from volatility of crypto alone. That's why I want the market to make some crazier moves. Also partially because we might get better entries, but that's why I said even if we go sideways, we still win. Besides, of course, my normal longs that are generating me more, and nowadays with the coin margin bots as well. As long as the market doesn't get like an 80% crash going, oh, we're in such a good position. I am so freaking ready. We're gonna quintuple, 10x our freaking portfolio over the next few months. That's the goal. I told y'all the goal is to, in this account right here, have at least $10 million over the next, I'm gonna say 4 or 5 months. You'll see if I can do it or not, right? Am I sure? No, I'm not. But everything's going to be public. It's a nice little journey, a nice little trial and error. And I'm guessing it's also going to depend very, very significantly on mostly 3 coins, XRP, ETH, and SOL, depending on what those 3 do, because those are the main bots right here, as you can see. But we can actually start doing some crazier compounding here as well. I mean, just this XRP main bot alone, we can actually, we put 50,000 in, right? We can pull out almost $70,000 and just start using that to fund another position or put it back in. Because it's nice to look at, and trust me, I really just want to keep it here so y'all can see it. But I'm thinking we might as well just pull the $40,000 out and go a bit crazier on it. And we can do that for a few of the bots. Like, why are we letting some of this ride? We can take some of it out and just go a bit harder because everything seems set for a crazy freaking rally. And if the altcoin season really is here, partially, I'm kind of satisfied because we've already got millions of dollars worth of positions, but on the opposite end, right? Every freaking dollar counts. We got to use it to the maximum of our balance to make sure we take advantage of the craziness that is bestowed upon us right now. You've got to pump it up, don't you know, pump it up. Oh, sorry, I was playing the song. I didn't even notice that. Oh, man, all I want to do right now is just freaking blast these songs. Just look at the charts and go crazy. Because again, I'm telling you right now, this is kind of like a nothing burger. XRP going to 312, Solana going to 240 some. It's cool and all, but it's very little for the end of the season. It's just that finally that volatility is back, and it is making me excited for the times to come. Partially, I'm getting scared, of course, because the better it does, the more scared you're going to get 99% of the time. Because things can't last forever. Good things don't last forever. And the majority of the money in a crypto bull market is made in like a 2-3 week span. The majority of people just go 10x on their portfolio in such a short amount of time. But I want to again state that most of the most successful people are the ones that took a little bit of extra risk You do you, right? I'm not advocating for anything. You do whatever you want to do. You never have to use leverage. I'll never say you have to. What I'm saying is the people who took a little bit of extra risk and doubled down, let's call it, when the market was calling for it, when the market was so good. I've said earlier a few days now that I'm buying the freaking dip. I'm buying millions of dollars, 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗐𝗐. There's a lot of people who'd like to hate. They say, Dusty, why are you bragging? Why are you showing off? And I keep responding saying, no, nowhere in my humble opinion is it showing off. It is just explaining to you guys what I'm doing, what my thought process is. And I said, hey, these are the levels I think we're going to go to. Here, it's really happening, a breakout yesterday. Next 24 hours, it's really big for altcoins. I mean, I'm freaking buying. I'm basically going all in. All the dollars I'm having laying around, I'm just putting more and more into it. I think a lot of coins are going to 10x in 2025. Right now, the last few days, you can see, normally, like last weeks or so, I posted one video every 2 days, right? One video every 3 days, one video every 4 days, because there was nothing happening. All of a sudden now, you can see I'm posting 3 updates a freaking day. Why? You have to realize when the times are good to stack, lock in, and go for it, and when you can kind of breeze off. Last few weeks, like from the end of August till the beginning of September, I was slacking off. Why? Because we can. We can take some time off, drink a few beers on the beach, whatever you want to do that. Right now is not the time to leave your freaking computer. Not the time to leave your phone screen. It's the time where you have 18 hours of screen time. All right. I want you guys to look at your freaking screen more than anything else. I don't want you to look at anything else right now. You got to go to work, skip that. All right. Go to your boss and show him the freaking hands. All right. Because, I mean, the cryptos are doing good. What's he going to say? That's a joke. Please do not do that. Because if the market does turn against you, well, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, you know, do whatever you want to do. Right? It's a free country. Do what you want to do. I also made a video saying, hey, how much XP do you need to become a millionaire? I think these videos are also, to some people, really, really helpful to get a good grip on what is possible in a bull market, because it gives you some sort of anticipation. What to expect over the next few weeks, what to expect over the next few months. I keep on telling you this is nothing, nothing, nothing. So Dusty, why are you then saying that some people are selling here? Because some people don't need a $50 XRP. There's a lot of people out there who are retiring their entire freaking family if XRP moves from $3 to $4. Do not focus on being the person that only makes a lot, let's call it a lot relative to your portfolio size, if the market moves by 7x. You want to make extreme amounts of money if the market moves at a 7x, but you want to do extremely well if we only double. If you do not do extremely well if the market doubles, you've not set yourself up for success. The main reason I cover bots is because, well, hopefully you're stacking in terms of volatility when the 2x is not happening, but you have to realize that the majority of the money will be made in a very short amount of time. There are ways to optimize it, but for example, pivoting, most people, they'll end up with, let's say, tripling their portfolio on average. I think most people that are actively trying, like, you know, let's say around the channel here, could 10x their portfolio in a good bull season. But there are some people who 50,000 exit, for example. They go from $20 to 15 million. How? Partially compounding, mostly compounding, a little bit of luck, but mostly staying on the freaking trend. They look at whatever is hot. I wanted to make a video yesterday about robotics in crypto right now that seemed to be really hot. Then I countered myself saying, no, I told y'all before, these are the coins to watch. Sol, Doge, Pump Fund, Hyperliquid, XRP, Chainlink, ETH, Bitcoin. Those are the ones I focus on. Those are the ones I'm buying. And then I bought some ADA for fun, even though it looked really garbage. It did do okay, but I think that's just the luck of the market, right? I wasn't focusing on it. What coins have been doing well? Primarily those with a few outliers, a few here and there. But again, follow the freaking money, follow the trend. I am here behind this computer screen sometimes 20 hours a day, sometimes 21 hours a day. I have analysts, I have people working here all day with me. Sometimes you get to see it. It's a bit easy than other times. Right now, I told y'all for the last few weeks, it's been too easy. The money has been too good, too easy. Almost anybody could have made millions in the last few weeks, even though we've not been volatile. It's because coins like Sol have been only up. No corrections, no move down, only up and up and up. When you take a look at altcoins the last week here, it's been only up for primarily almost anything. And what do you get with only ups is that people who did take some freaking balls, which again, I don't really have the biggest ones apparently, right? But people who were stacking their longs, let's say they stacked it every single day. They bought in, right? And they, at the end of the day, just used whatever money they made to compound it again. If every single day on average were 5% gains, you can understand that with some leverage, to go from, let's just say 200 to 240 can be, I don't know, if you had some good leverage, this could be like a 20x of your portfolio in just the last week, for example. But okay, let's say a 10x to stay conservative by just proper compounding. But Dusty, it's only 5% a day. Some people really take that 5% a day and make it work for them, ladies and gentlemen. They really, really do. Maybe 10x is a bit much, but you get my drift. I think people could have done actually probably even a 50x. If you were quite sure you're going to get 5% a day every day, you can obviously make infinite amounts of money almost. It's the problem that if it doesn't, you're going to hate your life. And this is pretty rare. We've seen it before on Sol last month even, but still, with such crazy candles, it is very, very rare. But that's also why right now a lot of people are talking about selling because it's just been such good prices. And that's why, again, I say, if you're not taking advantage of this really easy market, then I don't know what you're doing. I've made tons and tons of videos saying Sol is one of the easiest coins to go for right now. I literally made a whole dedicated video. Where is it now? A few days ago talking only about Solana. The only thing I said right there is, man, just buy Solana and shut up. It's going to be so. Here we go. Solana is about to go crazy. Here's why I'm buying. I made that 2 days ago. A little bit before that, I made the same video for Doge. Those two coins I made it about. Why? Because it's the easiest trade of a lifetime. The same I said for XRP. It's not done too crazy, but quite okay. But I explain it all. What's next? As I've been saying, the money flow is very easy to follow. There are some outliers, but we just go with the trend right now. We're following along. We're buying in. Why did I buy another 150 Sol just now in the buy? Because like I've said 50 times in a row right now, it is sometimes easier to just follow the money and expect it to continue, especially now with these DATs, with these treasuries, than going against it, which is exactly what I've been doing, which is exactly what I've been preaching. Sometimes it's not smart to go against the winning system. And even if he does see a good crash right now, because of the way we set up our bots, we're actually going to make a ton if the market does come back down. So that's also happy because at least we had ourselves set up. And perhaps if the market does fall down and you didn't enter anything yet, you get yourself an even better entry. But oh boy, am I loving things right now. Market is super, super good. Everything has been pumping. Everything's doing nice. And particularly because it gives people that liveliness again that we needed. Because it's been boring for a while. But all coins slowly but surely are starting to heat back up. And I can really, again, say that this is basically what you start calling altcoin season. That's about it for right now. If you want to trade, links are always down below. All right, you can find them right there. If you want to talk about your strategies, your trades, your bots, whatever. Link is down below to Discord. Come ahead and check it out. Come hang out. Why not? If you want yourself a free 10K trade, you can actually get one over on 𝗬𝗓𝗋𝗓. You actually get $100 just for signing up as well and linking your email and phone number. So that's pretty cool as well. But some nice positions can be gotten for absolutely free. It's actually the best exchange deal there is right now. Check it out. Link is down below. And that's about it for this little crypto update. But man, am I excited.